Hi there, it's Kimmay here with Hurray Kimmay TV, and I'm so excited to interview Louis Paredes, the publisher of the Lingerie Journal. Louis and I have worked together in the past, and his website is top-notch. He's spilling his top 5 do's and don'ts for pitching to a publication like the Lingerie Journal. Plus, he's telling me how it all got started. So stay tuned and watch right here on Hurray Kimmay TV. Hi Louis, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So you have been in business with the Lingerie Journal for how long?
5 years now.
Wow, but you've actually been in the publishing business for much longer.
Yes, I'd like to say that I've been on deadline since I was 15.
Wow, so it's been a while.
Yes.
So tell me, in all of your years in publishing, you've seen lots of things, but why did you start the Lingerie Journal specifically?
I started the Lingerie Journal 5 years ago because I saw a real need for it. There wasn't at that time a quality publication out there that really sought out to inform and inspire the industry as a whole. And I saw that opportunity, and again, there's no one else doing that, so it was very easy for me to go in there and just create the journal for that purpose.
And you went for it.
Yes, exactly.
And you really reach out to retailers, brands, and lingerie fans.
Yes.
That's a really nice breadth there.
Yes.
So that being said, what kind of articles can people expect to find on the Lingerie Journal?
Sure. On any given day, you'll be able to log on and see anything ranging from retail advice columns, really designed to help the retailer, or features on how to do your own PR, for example, for a lingerie brand that's maybe just starting out. So we give some really great information that helps both those groups. And also some lingerie advice columns for the consumers that are looking to find, for example, the best bra for their body type. We have that as well.
You know, I love that.
Yeah.
And you've also branched out a little bit into videos,
Yes.
which I love as well.
Yeah.
So you've been in this business for a really long time. Can you tell me, what do you feel like has changed the most in those years? I mean, I've been in the lingerie business myself for 10 years, but you've been in publishing for even longer. What has really changed?
Sure. One of the biggest changes is the decline of print in media. So we have less reliance on paper, and you see more and more publications going towards digital, whether it's an online publication or some kind of digital format. That's their first thought now when it comes to launching or relaunching. That's one of the bigger changes.
And the Lingerie Journal actually started and is only an online publication.
Yes, yes.
Which is really unique. I love that. And also you said that there's a wider reach that you can reach now that you're online. So tell me about that.
Sure. I'd say the last 5 years, because of social media, you have such great access to any audience that you're interested in. Whatever the niche is, they're out there on social media.
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever, you'll be able to find them. And that's what we found that's also made us successful, because we've been able to find those lingerie fanatics, the retailers, the buyers, and the brands all online and on social media.
Awesome. So let's say someone wanted to reach out to you.
Sure.
What's the best way for someone to contact you?
Sure. There's a great tab on the site that says contact.
Okay, so that's how you do it.
Yeah. And it's a drop down. So if you're a brand, if you're a retailer, if you're a lingerie model, what have you, there's even a general contact form. That's the best way of getting in touch with us. If you're interested in sending us a press release, there's a form for that as well.
So let's get right into that.
Sure.
Let's say someone wants to pitch to the Lingerie Journal. How would they go about doing that?
Sure. Email, again, is best.
Okay.
And I highly suggest that you put together a press release package for us. And that means having a complete, concise, and coherent press release, along with images about whatever it is that you're trying to tell me, whatever that story is. Send me everything, and send me your contact information, because more than likely I'm going to have follow-up questions.
That's an important one, yes. So that actually gets me right into our top 5 do's and don'ts for pitching. So I'm going to start with the don'ts, because those are always the most fun. So let's see. We have, don't send an incomplete email with no image or no press release. You just talked about this. I think that's a really clear and easy one to follow. It also says, don't send your press release as a JPEG. Please send it as a text. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. Every once in a while, more often actually than I'd like it to happen, someone sends me a press release as an image. And it's text. It might be a few images like photoshopped together. It's very pretty. but I can't do anything with the text. I can't copy and paste it, which is the most important thing for me as a writer, to be able to take that information and put it on the site.
And
so I need
easily
text.
put it on the site. Exactly. So that's a big one. I think a lot of people want to send a pretty image, but it's more important to send the content so that you can put it onto the site. Great.
Just the facts.
This one, it says, don't ask for free advertising.
Sure.
Tell me about that one.
Sure. We're a business, just like anyone else, just like you are. We have our expenses, our overhead, and everything that we do also costs us money as well. So we need your business as well.
Love that one.
Yep.
And then this is a good one. It says, don't rely on the e-newsletter to inform you. Email you directly.
Yes,
yes. So tell me about that.
Sure. I'm always happy to be subscribed to an e-newsletter about a brand, but it's not the best way for me to stay informed. If you want to let me know what's going on, take the time. 5 minutes or a few seconds just to write me a personal email.
Yeah, not even 5 minutes.
No,
put something together that's specifically
it takes a
to
few
you.
seconds. Just tell me what the story is about, send me an email, and we'll go from there.
Love it. And my favorite, don't stress if we don't run it.
Sure.
Tell me about that one.
I'd say on a daily basis we get about 100 emails.
Oh my gosh.
And most of those are press releases. So there's a lot of information that's flying out there and a very limited time for us to put that together. So if we don't run your story, it's not personal. It's just there is a lot of work out there.
I love it. Don't take it personally. All right, so now some do's. Do your homework and do research. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes.
Also, do you write a compelling story? And you have some great tips here for how long to keep it. What's your advice for how long a story should be for pitching it?
Sure, I'd say keep it to 600 words.
Okay.
500 is better.
Okay. Good advice.
Exactly, yeah, because we can always come back and ask you follow-up questions.
That's a great point.
But you want to get your story out as quickly as possible to a journalist.
Nice and concise.
Yep.
And then make it easy, include everything. We sort of touched on this, but basically make it as easy as possible to include every single thing that you need.
Yes.
I mean, you're a busy person, so I feel like if someone can send you something that all the images are there, all of the text is there, your contact information, make it as easy as possible for you to run that story.
Yes.
And then finally, and this is a really great, often overlooked one, please study basic press release form. Tell me about that.
Again, it goes back to being coherent. You want to get your message across, and if I can't understand what you're trying to say, then our audience isn't going to understand either.
Right, and no one-sentence bitches.
Exactly, yeah, that's the worst. That's
one
of the worst.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, now we have our do's and don'ts. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
For more information on the Lingerie Journal, visit thelingeriejournal.com. And don't forget to tweet at me at Hurray Kimmay and tell me what makes you say hooray. Until then, have a great day. And that's it.